The topic of Part 4 is Equality Before the Law, its necessity and its alienation, how Eastern philosophers are addressing contemporary human dilemmas. In the last lecture, we especially emphasized that the inequality of philosophical personality is a constant phenomenon in human history. Heroes over cowards, saints and Philistines, chivalrous men and profiteers, teachers with bright hearts and vulgar things, wise men and self-righteous fools. The correspondence between these philosophical personalities clearly shows the inequality of philosophical personalities. And I assert that this inequality of philosophical personality will always accompany human destiny. It is the limit engraved on the sun. Unless the sun is extinguished, human destiny is extinguished, then this inequality of philosophical personality can disappear. But, on the other hand, we must also recognize that the quest for equality is an indispensable component of the cause of human justice. Of course, we must realize that the justice of equality can only be presented in a specific category, a specific reference system. Beyond this specific category, beyond this specific reference system, the pursuit of equality will be transformed into a fallacy. So what is this frame of reference? Where is this justice of equality category? In a word, it is the equality of legal personality. Only within the scope of equality of legal personality and the requirement of pursuing equality can it have justice. Then we need to discuss in particular, what are the specific manifestations of the equality of legal personality and its social effects. First of all, the equality of legal personality establishes a basic rule of competition, and the justice expressed by this basic rule of competition is the foundation of the whole human order, because only order based on justice can produce the effect that people are willing to abide by voluntarily, and an order that people generally abide by voluntarily. It is the patron saint of the whole human society, the republican system of coexistence and prosperity, and the basic guarantee of the whole human society from the chaos of mutual hatred and mutual killing. Therefore, the equality of legal personality, or the idea of equality before the law, is the patron saint of human society and the establishment of a legitimate order that people are willing to abide by generally. And in the proper order, people can achieve healthy competition through the system of republican coexistence, which is the first point. The first positive effect of equality of personality before the law. So what is the second effect of equality of personality before the law? That is, it can prevent and stop the inequality of philosophical personality from transforming into political and legal privileges in reality. Looking back on the 10,000 years of human history, we can draw a basic conclusion that political and legal privileges are the root of all crimes and injustices in human society. The inequality of philosophical personality, transformed into political and legal privileges in real society, is a frequent phenomenon. For example, in the Middle Ages in Europe, the Catholic teaching class at that time used the excuse that they were the most sacred philosophical personality to implement the centralized and autocratic rule of the unity of politics and religion. With the so-called nobility of their own sacred personality, they demanded political and spiritual privileges belonging only to the teachers and used such political and spiritual privileges to suppress the whole society, thus creating the millennium darkness of the Middle Ages. Then, another realistic example is that the inequality of philosophical personality is transformed into a real example of political and legal privileges, that is, the Communist movement. From the beginning of the Communist Manifesto, one of the cornerstones of the whole theory of communism and the culture of the Communist Party is that they claim that communists are the best people and form a so-called vanguard of mankind, and with such noble philosophical personality, they demand the monopoly of state power and the implementation of state power. They make themselves become the privileged possessors of political spirit and culture under the pretext of such a noble philosophical personality, so that even today, on the East Asian continent, the tyranny of the Communist Party of China, this realistic political and legal privilege based on the inequality of philosophical personality, still expresses the origin of evil and injustice. From these examples, then, we can see that the inequality of philosophical personality into political and legal privileges is a frequent phenomenon in human history, and there are still evil phenomena. So how to suppress this phenomenon? We know that the core value of the liberal democratic system is the equality of legal personality, that is, the equality of everyone before the law. It is through such a core value that the liberal democratic system has the energy to inhibit the inequality of philosophical personality into real political and legal privileges. So we say, everyone is equal before the law, or the equality of legal personality. Its second positive social effect is that it can suppress the emergence of political and legal privileges. Political and legal privilege is just the main source of the evil of political law and the injustice of politics and law in human society. However, in contemporary times, we have seen another phenomenon that must arouse our vigilance, that is, the equality of legal personality is being alienated, and this alienation has also produced a series of negative effects. The alienation of legal personality equality, its negative effects, in my opinion, are mainly manifested in two aspects. First, legal personality equality, it is being alienated as, it corresponds to the negation of individuals with unequal personality in philosophy. In real society, we can see many regrettable phenomena. Cowards can begin to mock heroes, Philistines, and vulgar things, can laugh at saints, can despise saints, fame seekers, can laugh at those virtuous chivalrous people, self-righteous fools. They think that their IQ is much higher than those of the wise, and so on. All these are abnormal phenomena in the philosophical personality. It tells us that the equality of legal personality is being alienated into energy that attempts to deny the inequality of philosophical personality. When the equality of legal personality goes out of his own stipulation, his category of justice, that is, the category of law, when he tries to deny the inequality of philosophical personality, he changes from the power of justice to the power of falsehood. In a simple word, the equality of legal personality, its alienation, specifically speaking of the image, is like the social recognition of Pai Niu Tu, who has the same noble personality as Liangshan heroes, which is a ridiculous phenomenon. The hero is laughed at and trampled on by the coward, the saint is laughed at and scorned by the mediocre, the chivalrous man of noble character is ridiculed by the rascal. Under such a general social atmosphere, human society must go down a road of degeneration, a road to hell. Because, people's lives will therefore lose the reverence for the sanctity, the yearning for the noble, and the pursuit of personality idealism. This is the first negative effect that we can see, that the equality of legal personality is alienated to deny the inequality of philosophical personality. Then, the second negative effect of the alienation of legal personality equality is manifested in the populism in the political and legal category. Because of the rise of populism, under democratic politics, politicians' kitsch has become a common phenomenon. Politicians' adherence is no longer the understanding and pursuit of truth, but like the submission of kitsch sentiment. Such a negative effect will inevitably lead to the reduction of the moral connotation and intelligence quotient of democratic politics, thus affecting the quality of democratic politics and the pursuit of truth and justice. This is the second negative effect. When we see this negative effect, we must seriously consider that in our pursuit of liberal democracy in East Asia, in our preparation for the reconstruction of liberal democracy in China, we must consider how to prevent the alienation of legal personality equality. To the detriment of liberal democracy, we must design a more perfect political and legal system to restrain the possibility of equality and alienation of legal personality.